Imagine a world where mobility is a luxury not everyone can afford. A world where freedom to move is not a given, but a gift. Welcome back to Wheelchair Hub, where we take a journey back in time, a journey of innovation and determination. Have you ever pondered the idea of the wheelchair, an emblem of independence for millions around the globe? Today, we're peeling back the layers of time to reveal the epic saga of wheelchairs. From their humble beginnings to the high-tech chariots of freedom we see today. Before the invention of the wheelchair, people with disabilities faced significant challenges in mobility and independence. The history of wheelchairs dates back to ancient civilizations, with evidence of wheeled furniture found in artifacts from China, Greece, and Rome. However, it wasn't until the 16th and 17th centuries that the first recorded wheelchairs for people with disabilities were created. Before the advent of wheelchairs, individuals with mobility impairments had limited options for movement and independence, often relying on the assistance of others or makeshift devices. The challenges faced by people with disabilities before the invention of the wheelchair included 1. Limited mobility. Individuals with mobility impairments had restricted movement and were often confined to their homes or required assistance to move from one place to another. 2. Lack of independence. The absence of wheelchairs meant that people with disabilities were dependent on others for mobility, leading to a loss of independence and autonomy. 3. Social exclusion. The inability to move freely resulted in social isolation and limited participation in various aspects of life, including work, education, and community engagement. The invention and evolution of the wheelchair have significantly transformed the lives of people with disabilities, providing them with greater mobility, independence, and access to diverse opportunities. The history of wheelchairs reflects the gradual evolution of technology, manufacturing, and society's attitudes towards enabling people with disabilities to live independent lives. The first self-propelled wheelchair was invented in 1655 by a paraplegic watchmaker named Stefan Farfler in Germany. The challenges faced by individuals with disabilities before the wheelchair's invention underscored the importance of mobility aids in enhancing independence and inclusion. In the annals of history, those grappling with mobility challenges encountered a world not tailored for them. Bound by their circumstances, the quest for accessibility and independence was a constant uphill battle. But where did this struggle originate? We delve into the epochs before the dawn of modern engineering, when mobility aids were few and far between, and innovation was a desperate necessity. The dearth of solutions posed a formidable problem for individuals with mobility impairments, sparking a revolution in design and technology. Perhaps one of the best documented early examples, however, was made by an unknown inventor for King Philip of Spain, 1527 to 98, in 1595, who in his later years suffered from severe gout which made walking difficult. This chair was elaborate in its design, with plush upholstery, arm and leg rests, and 4 small wheels, which meant that he, conveniently, needed to be pushed around by a servant. The first self-propelled wheelchair was invented in 1655 by paraplegic clockmaker of Nuremberg, Germany, Stefan Farfler, 1633 to 1689, who built his own mobility aid when he was only 22 after having broken his back as a child. From the cryptic records of ancient civilizations to the ingenious designs of the Renaissance, each era nudged us closer to the wheelchair as we know it today. The history of the wheelchair is a testament to the evolution or technology driven by the changing needs of people with disabilities. Using his mechanical expertise as a clockmaker, Farfler's wheelchair frame was based on a 3-wheel chassis and worked by turning handles attached to a geared front wheel, using a system of cranks and cogwheels. While it wouldn't be for another few hundred years until the invention of the bicycle, it is easy to see this wheelchair as a forerunner. The Science Museum Group has an interesting example of a self-propelled chair inspired by Pfaffler's design in its collection. Built in Britain between 1910 to 1920, this chair has 3 main wheels and driven via chains by 2 hand cranks either side of the rider. From the second half of the 18th century, a number of important wheelchair developments occurred in the town of Bath. At this time, Bath was a popular spa town destination for the sick and disabled from across Britain and Europe who sought comfort and healing from the mineral waters and physical therapy offered there. To meet the demand created by immobile visitors wishing to take the waters, a number of wheelchairs were designed and became available to rent. The most popular design of this period was that of John Dawson, whose 1783's Bath chair was a model supported by 2 wheels joined by an axle underneath the seat, with a small pivoting wheel in front of the supporting footrest, the folding portable wheelchair, which saw commercial success because of its lightweight and mass production. Patents show that throughout the 19th century, many improvements were made to the wheelchair to promote comfort, maneuverability, and independence, including the invention of rear push wheels and push rims. Perhaps the most commercially successful wheelchair to be marketed was the revolutionary's frame folding wheelchair. Developed in the 1930s by American engineers Harry Jennings and Herbert Everest, after the latter became paraplegic in a mining accident. The relatively lightweight and easily transportable chair is still familiar today. Leap forward to the present, and we witness the culmination of centuries of progress. Electric wheelchairs that navigate at the touch of a button, sports wheelchairs that soar across courts and fields, and even models designed to conquer the roughest terrains. Unprecedented advancements in manual wheelchair technology have been witnessed since the 1930s, with materials such as aluminium and titanium making devices much lighter than older steel versions, and with the advent of athletic models specifically adapted for sports performance. The Shadow Racer sports wheelchair, for example, was designed for track and road racing by Jim Martinson, an injured Vietnam veteran. Manufactured by the company Quickie Designs in the early 1990s alongside tennis and basketball chairs, the development of sports wheelchairs highlights the role of personal ambition driving technological adaptations and advancements. These advancements not only solved the problem of mobility, but also revolutionized the way society perceives accessibility and inclusion. If you're intrigued by how innovation can reshape our world, subscribe to Wheelchair Hub for more videos and content of wheelchairs and how they work for beginners in everyday life. Let the world know about this roller coaster ride through history by liking and sharing this video. Remember, every wheel in motion today started with a single turn in history. Until we meet again, keep rolling forward.